Okay, so this is what YouTube's been up to. Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel Kazzalistic, and hi to my new subscribers. Thank you very much for joining me. Apologies for Chip, she's still protesting. I'm recording this just shortly after my last video. As I was finishing up, you might have noticed in the last video I rushed a little bit. That's because the doorbell went, so I had to go. So I timed that perfectly, didn't I? This video is basically about the changes that are happening with YouTube. YouTube have made a change before in the time since, because I've been doing my channel about 2.5 years, coming up for that. At one point it was very easy to get monetised. Then they set the criteria that you had to have 10,000 views on your channel. It takes a while to do that, but it is achievable if you work hard. YouTube have just very suddenly, and without a huge amount of notice, I have to say, decided to let small creators with, you know, for example our yarn community here on YouTube, know that the criteria has changed for monetization on your videos. Now what that means is that before you didn't have to have a specific number of subscribers and stuff like that. You just had the 10,000 views and that was it. They've now changed the rules so that you have to have a minimum of 1,000 subscribers and a minimum of 4,000 watched hours. Now what that means is, it doesn't mean that you have to upload 4,000 hours of content. What it actually means is that your subscribers that watch you will have had to have viewed the equivalent of 4,000 hours worth of videos that you've put up. So this will create problems for all sorts of sizes of channels. Obviously for those that are under 1,000 subs, that creates an instant problem. Even if you're over 1,000 subscribers, for instance, my friend Kim, who is Blue Cherub 82 here on YouTube, she is over 1,000 subscribers. I think she's around about the 1,400 mark. So she's a similar size channel to me, and but she doesn't have enough watched hours on her channel. So don't just necessarily go by the number of subscribers, because that doesn't give you a full picture. Some of the channels that I know of that are smaller, much smaller, have actually far more hours watch time than say someone like me will have, because it depends on whether you do tutorials and stuff like that within our yarn community. So of course this has caused a lot of problems for a lot of my YouTube friends here, particularly in the crochet and knitting yarn community. And what that means is that they won't be able to monetize their videos. Now YouTube doesn't pay a lot. I've been doing this 2.5 years and I've yet to receive a payment because I haven't actually hit the threshold. So it's a long, hard slog to sort of get anywhere in that respect. Now I don't actually do it for money. The only reason I've ever monetized my videos is just to recoup the cost of my camera, my tripod, and things like my laptop and editing software, because they are investments you have to make in order to run your channel. Yeah. So what we've decided as a group of creators is that we've set up the hashtag small yarn creators. So you'll see this hashtag pop up quite a lot over the coming weeks on social media. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a link to Zoe of 24 Carat Crochet, because she's also explained the situation. Sometimes because I have mental health problems, I don't always explain things as clearly as I think I do. So I'm going to link hers down as well, so that it gives full clarity. And also Zoe was one of the first ones to put a video up about it as well. So what we've agreed is that we're going to do shout outs. Each channel that's involved in this hashtag is going to do shout outs for other creators that need help getting over the threshold. Now the cut-off point from YouTube is the 20th of February. So then will be the opportunity within the next 30 days after that, if somebody then hits the requirements, that they can then reapply for monetization. So it's not very long to sort this out, as I'm sure you appreciate. In YouTube terms, you know, a month isn't a very long time at all. So I want to say special thanks to Sonia from Sonia Jones Crafts for actually bringing this to our attention. She posted it on Facebook. So if you're in my Facebook group, and if you're not, why not? Come and join us. I will be posting lots of other channels that need help. I've done a few already, so if you are a creator and you want some help, obviously I'm going to do it on this channel, but I will also be doing it through my Facebook group. So if you let me know, give me your link and I will post that in the group if you want an extra way of help. So I'm going to do some shout outs. I'm going to link all these channels down in the description. So there's two things I want you to do is please go and subscribe if you're not already subscribed to these guys. These are all, I think, pretty much the whole list of people that I know personally have had interaction with. So I can vouch that they're all, you know, lovely creators, lovely people, and are working very hard behind the scenes to bring you content. So if you don't want to lose channels like mine and like Kim's and Sean's and all the people that I'm going to mention, please make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss any content. It's all well and good watching it, you know, through links on social media, and we're all very grateful for those, but if you're not subscribed, it does have an impact on our channels. So please go along and subscribe. Also, please spend some time in their channels watching their content, get to know them. Hey, it's a win-win for you guys. You get to watch interesting content, and also they get the watch time, and that will help them get over that 4,000 hour threshold that they need. So I've got a list, so I'm just going to read through the list. Now I will say this, I've tried to do everyone I can think of off the top of my head. I'm sure you appreciate I watch a lot of YouTubers. I can't always keep up with everybody, so if I'm behind on your videos, I apologise. I've had a bit of a busy month, as I'm sure you're all aware. But I've tried to make a rough list of everyone that I can think of off the top of my head. So if you are a small yarn creator, whether it be knitting or crochet, obviously I prefer to do shout outs for crochet, but I know that it's a lot of crocheters also knit as well. Multi-stitchable, I think we call it, isn't it? So I'm happy to do knitting channels as well. So if you need help, if you're a struggling channel and I haven't mentioned you in this list, put a comment down in the comment section, and I will do another video and compile another list, and I will keep doing this until I've run out of people that need shout outs. So please go along and give all these following people some support. So like I say, links will be in the description for every channel. So my darling friend Sian from Sian's Crafty Corner. I'm going to tick these off as I do them so I don't lose track. So Sian is a crocheter and knitter. She does yarn hauls as well, so she does all sorts of stuff. She's an absolute diamond, and very lucky to call her friend. So she's one of the people that really helped my channel grow, so thank you, Sian. I really appreciated everything you've done to support me. And yeah, so link will be down there. So what I'm gonna do is put the names of the channel across the screen as well, so you can see them. But like I say, the links will be down in the description. I can't put everybody on end screens. You've got a limited number of, I think it's 2 or 3, so it wouldn't be fair to pick out, you know, a couple of people that when there's such a huge long list. The next channel is Sonia, which is Sonia Jones Crafts. She does both knitting and crochet as well. Then there's my darling Lucie Coates. She is a crochet. She does a lot of amigurumis. She does do other things as well. She does like hats and scarves and things like that as well. Denise from Dear Designs. There's too many D's, Denise. So Denise is a knitter and crocheter. I was one of the first people to actually subscribe to her channel, so I've supported her for a long time. So please, she's also got a second channel as well, which is a vlogging channel, which I know she's struggling to get subscribers on. She always has the link for the second channel within her craft videos, so keep an eye out for that as well. Kim from Blue Cherub 82. Now Kim, as I've said, is over the 1,000 subscribers threshold, but I know that she's short on watch time hours, so please do go across and give her a sub regardless if you're not subbed, because every sub helps, and also give her a watch. She's been doing vlogging every day in January. I haven't been able to keep up with you, Kim. she's putting it out faster than I can watch her at the moment. But Kim is a crocheter. She does a lot of amigurumi. She does do blankets and I think occasional shawl and stuff, but primarily Kim does amigurumi toys. The next one is Lynnie, who is Candy Goth Creations. I have also mentioned her here on the channel. She's a crocheter. She does a little bit of everything, so she does hats and scarves and amigurumis and all that kind of thing. The next one is my nearest YouTube friend, as the crow flies geographically, is the lovely Katrina from Katrinas Creations. Katrina is, like me, she is a crocheter. I don't think she knits. I've never seen her do anything on the channel that knits, but I'm pretty sure she's just a crocheter. Katrina, like me, does a little bit of everything. She's lovely, and she's got 3 darling dogs who endlessly amuse me. So if you're a dog person, you'll particularly like Katrina's channel. The next one is the lovely Esmeralda. So all the people I've mentioned so far are all in the UK. So Esmeralda is actually in the US, and her channel is GodRocks2107. Esmeralda is a crocheter. She does a little bit of everything. She's been trying to learn to read patterns, so she made some progress last year, so well done, sweetie. And she makes all sorts of stuff. She does a lot of garments and blankets and shawls and all that sort of thing. The next one is a UK YouTuber, and her name is Kelly, and her channel is I'm Yarn Inspired. If you watch Jan Carruthers of Urban Gypsy Crochet, you will have seen Kelly appear on some of her videos. So Kelly well, she started off as a crocheter, but she's learnt to knit in the time that I've watched her. She's an incredible knitter. She has just excelled at that. But she does still show both crafts on her channel. She's also doing a vlog every day in January as well. Again, I can't keep up with you, Kelly, if you're watching. But she's really lovely. She's got 2 darling boys who keep her very, very busy. So she's very interesting to watch. The next one is actually one I mentioned in one of my most recent videos, is Ruthie. She's also in the UK, and her channel is Ruthie Pink Pumpkin. She's a new crocheter, so she's still learning. So if you want somebody to, you know, watch somebody as they improve, you know, there's going to be things that you can pick up from her if you're a new crocheter. Give her a sub and watch. She's lovely. She's really bubbly. The next one is Randi from, this is always such a tongue twister, Randi, if you're watching. Random Randi's Ramblings. So I had to write it down to make sure I got it the right way round. So Randi is a crocheter. She has done some tutorials as well. So if you're looking for a new tutorial channel, Randi is great for that. She also did a live stream earlier in the week. I actually missed it while she was live, but I have watched it back. Really interesting to watch. She's got two little boys as well who keep her very, very busy. She's based in America. I don't know if I said Ruthie's in the UK. So yeah, go across and watch her, because like I say, she's doing tutorials, she writes her own patterns and things like that, as well as doing a show and tell. Then we've got the lovely Ella, who is in the US as well. Ella has been very supportive of my channel, as have all of these people that I've mentioned. And Ella's channel is called No Catchy Name Crochet Talk. Managed to say that without getting in a tongue twister, thankfully. So Ella is a crocheter as well, so she does all sorts of things. She also, I mean, a lot of these ladies do have Facebook groups as well, so do keep watch out for that. Ella has been very active in my Facebook group. She quite often shares patterns that she finds interesting, things with discount codes and stuff. So she's a lovely lady. She does a lot of amigurumis, shawls, that kind of stuff. A little bit of everything, really. Next one is somebody I've mentioned quite a few times on this channel, and that's Terri. Terri, like Ella, is also in the US, and her channel is called the Yarn Joy Podcast. Now, Terri puts up a weekly video. I think most of my YouTube friends seem to do it weekly. And Terri does it once a week. She has several projects on the go. Some are finished projects and some will be works in progress. So you get to see the process with Terri. She does a little bit of everything. She does amigurumi, she does blankets, shawls. She's pretty varied as well. Right, the next one is Nikki, and I've written it down as Smurfy, but I think there's some numbers after it as well. But I'm going to put it across the screen at the bottom here. So Nikki is also in the UK. She doesn't live too far from Sian, of Sian's Crafty Corner. And Nikki is a crocheter. She does lots of things like shawls and blankets and stuff like that. She's just had an operation, bless her, so I hope you're feeling better soon, Nikki, if you're watching. The next one is Juliette, who is Pink Butterfly. She is also here in the UK. She's a crocheter. I think she does knit as well. I think she has shown some knitted stuff, if I remember right. But she does, yes, she does knit as well. And she does a lot of amigurumi, if you particularly like that. She does do some things like shawls and stuff as well. So there is a little bit of variety in her channel as well. The next one is Shirley, who is Jones's Blues and Jam. Shirley is based in America, yeah, she does, well, all sorts of stuff. She's a crocheter, but she will also do any kind of haul, not just necessarily yarn. She does things that she's purchased and she'll share things like that. She's also been renovating a van over the months that well, the years now that I've been watching her. So there's all sorts of different things on her channel, so she's very interesting to watch, and she's a lovely lady. The next one is Brittany, who is Brittany Morris here on YouTube. She is also in America. Brittany is a crocheter. She does a lot of blankets and shawls primarily, but a little bit of everything. She's got a couple of young boys as well, so they keep her very, very busy. So check out Brittany's channel. The next one is Nicole, who is addicted to yarn. Again, Nicole's a crocheter. I can't remember if she's in the US or the UK. I think she's in the US, I think. Apologies, Nicole. Brain, such a big list, my brain's starting to fry. So I'll put the link down, obviously, in the description for Nicole's channel as well. There's also Tasha from Tasha's creative side, and Tasha, she's been making a lot of amigurumi monkeys just recently for charity, so do go check her out. There is also, and I'm so pleased to say that she's just literally in the last 24 hours come back online. She's been missing from YouTube for a few months, but my darling Grace, Grace has been very generous to me in the past, both with yarn and just wonderful support. She is such a lovely lady, and I'm very thankful to have her as a friend. Well, I am with all these ladies, to have them as friends. You're all amazing, but I've got a little soft spot for Grace, and Grace has had a very difficult few months. She does explain about in her most recent video, but she's just recently come back onto YouTube after being missing since about July time, I think she said it was. So it's quite a few months. Grace is a crocheter. She does do yarn hauls as well. A lot of my ladies do yarn hauls as well. I think that's sort of a standard thing with a crochet and knitting channels, isn't it? But Grace is newly back to YouTube, so please go and give her some love and support. It's really great to see you back, Grace, if you're watching. And her channel is called GB Maltese. And the last one on my list is lovely Rose. Rose is actually in the Philippines, so somewhere else in the world, which is nice to give us a bit of variety. Rose is a crocheter. She also does some sewing as well. Very talented young lady. Her channel is Sadiq AQ. I hope I've pronounced that right, Rose. but she does all sorts of crochet. So she does bags and amigurumis and shawls, and she's done dream catchers recently. Rose does a huge amount of things. She also does lots of sewing stuff as well, so if you are a sewer, that channel will also interest you. She's a real sweetheart. She's like many of us that do YouTube, she's somebody that suffers with mental health problems, so please be kind and supportive to all my ladies that I've mentioned. There are some other big channels that I watch, but because they're higher subs than me, I'm presuming Zoe, Jan, Ross, that you're all okay as far as watch hours and obviously subscribers. I know you're all okay. If you're not, then let me know and I'll do you a shout out as well. So that's my first initial shout out list. There will be more of these, so if you are a small channel, I may even be subscribed to you, but like I said, trying to remember everybody off the hoof isn't not that easy. But if you are a channel that needs to get over 1,000 subs or over 4,000 hours, put a link down in the comments section and I'll give you a shout out in an upcoming video. I'll do it as a separate video from my normal crochet one, so it doesn't get lost in my weekly, well, twice weekly videos, if you see what I mean. So a lot of channels, going to be a lot of work for me putting in links and obviously the titles, the names across the bottom of the screen and stuff. I want to absolutely make sure that you guys get the right information, so please go and subscribe to all these lovely people. Send them some love, tell them I sent you, and please give them a watch and help get their watch hours up so they can monetize. So if we can monetize and just, you know, help purchase simple things like editing software, maybe more yarn or some hooks or whatever, those little bits can be really critical for a channel when it's starting up. So please go across and support them. And I know you guys like finding new channels, and I've got such a huge amount of new subscribers just recently. Some of you might not have heard of any of those channels, so please go across and subscribe. They're all lovely people, so please be kind. So that's it for today's video. I hope that was useful for you, and I hope that's given you a little bit of info about what changes are happening on YouTube. A lot of the big YouTubers have talked about it. I know that Boogie2988 has talked about it. Philip DeFranco has. Kid Behind the Camera has. There's a huge array of people that have talked about this. And for those of us that are small creators, we do this for the love of it. So I just want to assure you guys, I'm not going anywhere regardless of monetization. I will be sticking around. I did this to make friends and to share my craft. You know, share the love sort of thing of a passion of mine. I never did it for the money. I did it to make friends, and that's absolutely what I've accomplished. So I won't be going anywhere, so don't worry. And hopefully by you guys supporting these other channels, they won't be going anywhere either. So that's it for today. Hope that you enjoyed that. So until next time, remember to stay well, happy crafting, and until next time, remember to stay true to yourself. Bye.